Okay, this will be a short video. Gray engagement insights analytic graph above the YouTube red progress bar while scrubbing. High equals rewatched parts of it, or most rewatched parts, or parts where people skipped forward to watch it. It's a culmination of taking all of the views you have and taking the views and stacking them on top of each other. In my case, I have videos where people skipped apparently to the 20-second mark, or a large number of them where they only viewed the first part. Don't know. It's not very clear, and I'd like to point out it doesn't seem to be really showing us since October 5th when it came out the actual engagement insight. If you're not aware of it on YouTube, there are analytics that are provided for you, but in a video they don't show you what part of the video had the most interest. One of the things I used to try to do when we had something a little bit like this a very long time ago was have a video up and I saw advice to cut off the part where people skipped, or use that as a basis to figure out what people don't want to watch. Like, well, basically me talking is the most common thing. Other than that, there was no information given out, and I have links below in the description. They're represented by the archive.vns up there on the upper right. That'll take you to pages that are supposed to have the latest updates and add-ons to the user interface, user experience, and experiments used on YouTube and Google. The trouble is, instead of just putting them in a blog-style thing chronologically so we could find them easily, they're strewn all over the fucking place, so it took me a while to find it. It's an experiment so that you can find interesting, engaging elements of a video clip. Or watch the part in that one video that you won't tell anybody you watch, where the girl jumps into the pool and she's wearing a bikini. Or it's a guy. Or maybe it's a guy wearing a bikini. Anyway, Facebook did this in 2016, and they don't do it anymore because it was a failure, but they included lots of extra things. This is supposed to be a minimalist experience. Now, I want to point out the very confusing part that at the 50-second mark, experimentally in this, it showed the most viewed point, or the duration of most viewers before they clicked and exited out of a 6-minute video. They stopped watching at 50 minutes, or 50 seconds, excuse me. Now, what that means, sorry about that, wishful thinking. What that means is because my videos mostly get to the point in the early part of the video, people stop watching earlier. I don't mind that. I'm not monetizing anything. But it does reduce my engagement and makes me less visible on YouTube. It also makes it where they have less reason to flag me. This is only available randomly to a small percentage of viewers, and they're not allowing us to see any feedback line or explanation or showing you what this is. It'll look like a grayed out graph overlaid over it, or in some videos, it looks like a defect. Now, I also noticed it didn't work at all on videos with less than 10,000 views, and it worked all the time on videos with more than 10,000 views or so. So that may be a factor. And I don't have an equivalent feature in my analytics. Let me explain. Google Analytics is supposed to show me how to be a better YouTuber. Yeah, right. It doesn't do that at all. And it does it for the whole channel for engagement, but it doesn't tell me in each video what part was the most engaging. Which is fine, I guess. But now they've introduced it, and instead of adding it to Google Analytics where I could actually use it, they make it available to all of you. Because it's more helpful to the viewer. That's fine. Next, it's an unreadable shitbag. It's gray on whatever's in the background. What they're supposed to do is what I've illustrated here, where if you hover over it, over the white parts, it figures out the background is making it invisible and put up a line. It won't be visible unless you're hovering over the view playback function or bar while you're scrubbing. I don't get why they would even bother doing this if they weren't going to make it at least usable. Next, I want to point out something nasty on Reddit. The only people who notice this posted on Reddit, because Reddit's where people ask questions and get dumb responses. And of course, the only people on Reddit that brought it up, and I could only find one or two, insisted on putting a hashtag automatically for whatever Tumblrette bullshit that they've done. I swear that they're refugees from Tumblr who are trying to have some sort of complaint form that people visit. Whatever it is they're promoting. So the hashtag made it to where it had nothing to do with what they were talking about. Activists, you gotta love them, don't you? So anyway, to review very quickly, which I might chop this video down to get a higher ranking. If you noticed a gray graph over the top of the view and playback bar, or progress bar, the red bar, That red seek or progress bar overlaid graph is supposed to show you what parts of the video are most reviewed or rewatched. And also might have a pop-up like that that shows you the part that was watched most, or the part where everybody stopped watching in my case. It is not explaining itself, it doesn't tell you how to find out what it is, and all the blog posts and all the other stuff that YouTube and Google randomly spray everywhere doesn't make it easy to find out what this is, so this video may be helpful to you. This is more like chewing gum for the mind. Next, I don't think it's very useful. It's been started in October 5th of 2021. It's an experiment to help people find the most engaging or interesting parts of a video by other people's viewing. And this only seems to be used consistently or inconsistently on videos with more than 10,000 views, and we do not have an equivalent for this in Google Analytics where I think it belongs. I hope this video has been useful to you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And yeah, if you have any more information, post it below as a comment. Bye.